Ladies and gentlemen, imagine this. A man homeless with no money in his pocket, no clear path ahead, and seemingly no chance of success. Yet, against all odds, this man rises to become one of the most influential figures in entertainment, inspiring millions around the world. How did he do it? What was the secret that transformed his life from rags to riches? Steve Harvey's journey is one of the most powerful examples of perseverance, belief, and resilience. His story is not just about fame or wealth. It's about the power of never giving up, even when the world tells you that you can't. In this speech, you'll discover the principles that guided Harvey's incredible rise and how these same principles can help you overcome your own obstacles and achieve the life you've always dreamed of. Stay with us, because what you're about to hear could change your life forever. Belief in oneself is the most powerful force you can harness on your journey to success. It's easy to look at someone who has achieved great things and assume that they had an advantage, that they were born with a special talent or circumstance. But the truth is, self-belief is something you can cultivate regardless of where you start. Steve Harvey's story is a testament to the power of believing in yourself, even when others doubt you. His early life was far from glamorous, and he faced rejection after rejection. But it was his unwavering belief in his own potential that allowed him to keep pushing forward, despite the odds. From the beginning, Harvey was told that his dreams were impossible. He faced financial struggles, personal hardships, and a world that seemed to be telling him no at every turn. Yet, through it all, Harvey held on to the belief that he was destined for something greater. He didn't let the opinions of others define his worth or limit his vision. Instead, he understood that belief in oneself is the first step toward making the impossible possible. He knew that if he didn't believe in his own potential, no one else would. And so he refused to let rejection, failure, or fear dictate his future. Self-belief isn't about thinking you're perfect or that you have all the answers. It's about trusting that you have the ability to figure things out, to learn from your mistakes, and to keep going even when the path isn't clear. Harvey's belief wasn't about arrogance or pride. It was about knowing that he had something valuable to offer the world, even when no one else saw it yet. This belief gave him the strength to keep going when everything seemed to be falling apart. He knew that the road to success wouldn't be easy, but he also knew that he was capable of navigating it. One of the most important aspects of self-belief is the ability to silence the negative voices, both external and internal, that tell you that you can't succeed. We all have moments of doubt, moments when the voices of fear and uncertainty seem louder than our own belief in ourselves. But true self-belief is the ability to tune out those voices and trust your own judgment. Harvey faced countless people who told him he wasn't good enough, that he would never make it. But he didn't let those opinions shape his reality. Instead, he chose to believe in his vision and his abilities. Believing in yourself also means taking responsibility for your own success. It's easy to blame external circumstances or other people when things aren't going the way you want them to. But Harvey's success came not from waiting for the perfect opportunity or for someone else to make things happen for him. It came from his belief that he had the power to create his own opportunities, to take control of his destiny, and to make things happen for himself. He didn't wait for the world to give him permission to succeed. He took action and believed that his efforts would pay off. Self-belief is the foundation of confidence. When you believe in yourself, you gain the courage to take risks, to step outside of your comfort zone, and to pursue your dreams with passion and determination. Harvey's story shows us that no matter where you start, no matter how many times you fail, belief in yourself is the key to achieving greatness. It's the driving force that keeps you moving forward, even when the journey seems impossible. If you can cultivate that belief in yourself, you'll find that there is nothing you can't achieve. Taking risk is an essential part of achieving success, yet it's something that many people shy away from. The fear of failure, rejection, and the unknown can be paralyzing, keeping us in our comfort zones where we feel safe but stagnant. However, Steve Harvey's journey from rags to riches proves that taking risk is not just important, it's necessary for growth. Harvey's career didn't follow a predictable path. He didn't wait for the perfect moment or for everything to fall into place. Instead, he made bold decisions, took chances, and stepped into the unknown, even when the outcome was uncertain. His story is a powerful reminder that without risk, there is no reward. Harvey's early years were filled with uncertainty, and he often faced the fear of taking risks. He had to leave behind the safety of a steady job and step into the unpredictable world of comedy. This was a huge leap of faith, as comedy wasn't a guaranteed path to success, and Harvey didn't have the comfort of a backup plan. But he took the risk because he believed in his passion and his ability to succeed despite the obstacles. In those early days, he faced rejection, failure, and financial struggles. But instead of giving up, he kept moving forward, trusting that taking risks was part of the process. Each risk he took opened up new opportunities, even when the road ahead wasn't clear. Taking risks is not about being reckless or making impulsive decisions. It's about being willing to step outside of your comfort zone and trust that you have the resilience to handle whatever comes your way. It's about embracing uncertainty and knowing that the path to success will never be a straight line. Harvey's story shows that success doesn't come to those who play it safe. It comes to those who are willing to take chances, who are willing to fail and learn from their mistakes, and who are willing to take the leap even when they don't know exactly how things will turn out. For Harvey, each risk he took was an opportunity to grow. He didn't know if he would make it as a comedian or a TV host, but he knew that he wouldn't get anywhere if he didn't try. He took risks in his career, in his personal life, and in his business ventures, and each one pushed him closer to his goals. One of the key lessons here is that risk-taking is not just about the big decisions. It's about the small ones too. Every day you have the opportunity to take risk, whether it's pursuing a new job, starting a new project, or simply stepping up to speak your truth. It's the accumulation of these small risks that leads to big reward. Many people fear failure, but Harvey's story teaches us that failure is not something to be feared, it's something to be embraced. Failure is a natural part of the process, and it's through failure that we learn, grow, and become better equipped to handle the challenges ahead. Taking risks means being willing to fail, but it also means being willing to try again, learn from the experience, and move forward with more knowledge and confidence. Harvey's willingness to take risks, even when the outcome was uncertain, is what ultimately led him to success. Risk-taking also requires resilience, the ability to bounce back from setbacks and keep moving forward. Harvey's journey wasn't easy, and he faced countless challenges along the way. But each time he encountered a setback, he used it as fuel to keep going. He didn't let fear or failure stop him. He used those experiences to push himself further. This resilience is what allowed him to keep taking risks and ultimately achieve his dreams. If you want to achieve anything great in life, you must be willing to take risks and embrace the unknown. Only by stepping outside of your comfort zone will you find the opportunities that will lead you to success. Failure is often viewed as the end of the road, something to be avoided at all costs. But the truth is, failure is not something to fear. It is something to embrace. Steve Harvey's life is a testament to this truth. His journey was filled with failures, rejections, setbacks, and moments when it seemed like his dreams would never come true. Yet he didn't let failure stop him. Instead, he used it as a stepping stone to greater success. His story shows us that failure is not a reflection of our worth or abilities. It's simply a part of the process, a necessary component of growth and success. In the early stages of his career, Harvey faced numerous failures. He struggled to get gigs as a comedian, was rejected by countless television networks, and even faced homelessness. There were times when it seemed like nothing was going right and the world around him was telling him to give up. But instead of allowing failure to define him, Harvey chose to learn from it. Each rejection, each failure became an opportunity for him to refine his craft, improve his approach, and get closer to his goals. He understood that failure wasn't a permanent state. It was a temporary setback that could be overcome with persistence and resilience. One of the key lessons Harvey teaches us is that failure is not a reflection of your abilities. It's simply a part of the journey. Everyone who has achieved great things has faced failure along the way. The difference between those who succeed and those who give up is how they respond to failure. Harvey didn't let failure discourage him. He used it to fuel his determination. He understood that failure wasn't the end. It was just a part of the process of getting closer to his goal. Every failure was a lesson that brought him one step closer to success. The fear of failure often holds people back from taking risks or pursuing their dreams. But the truth is, without failure, there is no growth. Failure is the catalyst that pushes us to learn, to adapt, and to try again with greater knowledge and experience. Harvey's story teaches us that failure is not something to be feared. It's through failure that we discover what works and what doesn't, and it's through failure that we develop the resilience and strength to keep moving forward. Failure also teaches us humility. When we fail, we are reminded that we are not invincible and that success is not guaranteed. But it is through this humility that we gain the wisdom to approach challenges with a clearer perspective. Harvey's journey was filled with moments of humility where he had to pick himself up, dust himself off, and try again. Each failure humbled him, but it also strengthened his resolve. He learned that success is not about avoiding failure. It's about how you respond to it. It's about getting back up, learning from the experience, and continuing to move forward. Another important lesson Harvey imparts is that failure is not a reflection of your potential. Just because you fail doesn't mean you're not capable of success. It simply means that you haven't yet figured out the best way to achieve your goals. Harvey's story is a reminder that failure is not an indication of your worth. It's simply part of the process of achieving greatness. He didn't let his failures define him. He let them drive him to keep going, to keep learning, and to keep improving. Ultimately, failure is an essential part of success. It is through failure that we learn, grow, and become stronger. Steve Harvey's story teaches us that failure is not something to fear, but something to embrace. It's the catalyst for growth, the opportunity for learning, and the stepping stone to greater success. If you want to achieve anything great in life, you must be willing to fail, learn from it, and keep moving forward. Failure is not the end, it's just the beginning of the next chapter in your journey to success. Persistence is one of the most critical ingredients for success, and Steve Harvey's life is a powerful example of how staying the course, even when everything seems to be falling apart, can ultimately lead to greatness. The road to success is rarely smooth and is often filled with obstacles, setbacks, and moments of doubt. What separates those who succeed from those who don't is not talent or luck, but the ability to persist in the face of adversity. Harvey's journey wasn't easy. He faced rejection, failure, and financial struggles, but through it all, he refused to give up. His persistence allowed him to overcome the obstacles that stood in his way and achieve the success he has today. Harvey's story is one of relentless perseverance. There were times when he was living out of his car, struggling to make ends meet, and wondering if he would ever catch a break. But even in the darkest moments, he kept moving forward. He didn't let his circumstances define him. Instead, he used them as motivation to keep going. His persistence was fueled by a belief that his dreams were worth pursuing, no matter how difficult the journey might be. He understood that success doesn't come overnight. It comes to those who are willing to stay the course, no matter how long it takes. One of the key lessons from Harvey's story is that persistence is not about never facing failure. It's about continuing to move forward despite it. Every successful person has encountered obstacles along the way. What sets them apart is their refusal to quit. Harvey didn't let rejection or failure stop him. He kept going, knowing that each setback was simply a part of the process. He understood that persistence wasn't about avoiding failure. It was about learning from it and using it as fuel to push forward. Persistence is also about adapting and evolving. Harvey didn't just keep doing the same thing over and over, hoping for different results. He was constantly learning, adjusting, and refining his approach. When he faced rejection in one area, he found a new path. When things didn't work out the way he expected, he found another way to achieve his goals. Persistence is not about stubbornly sticking to a plan that isn't working. It's about being flexible and willing to change course when necessary, all while keeping your eyes on the end goal. Another important aspect of persistence is resilience, the ability to bounce back after setbacks and keep going. Harvey's ability to persevere was rooted in his resilience. Every time he faced a challenge, he found a way to bounce back, stronger and more determined than before. Resilience is essential because the road to success is rarely a straight line. There will always be bumps along the way, but it's how you respond to those challenges that matters. Harvey's story teaches us that it's not the challenges that define us, but how we respond to them. When we face setbacks, we can either let them defeat us or use them as an opportunity to grow and become stronger. Persistence also requires patience. Harvey's success didn't happen overnight, and it wasn't handed to him on a silver platter. He had to work tirelessly, putting in years of effort before he saw any real results. Persistence is about trusting the process even when the results aren't immediate. It's about staying committed to your goals even when it feels like progress is slow. Harvey's story reminds us that success is a marathon, not a sprint. It requires time, effort, and an unwavering belief that your hard work will eventually pay off. Ultimately, persistence is the key to overcoming any obstacle. It's what allows you to keep going when everything seems impossible. And it's what separates those who achieve their dreams from those who give up. Steve Harvey's life is a testament to the power of persistence. His story shows us that no matter how difficult the journey may seem, if you keep moving forward, you will eventually reach your destination. Persistence is the foundation of success, and it's the quality that will carry you through the tough times and lead you to the breakthroughs that will change your life. Gratitude is often overlooked as a tool for success, yet it plays a crucial role in shaping our mindset and our approach to life. Steve Harvey's journey is a perfect example of how cultivating gratitude can transform not just your outlook, but also your path to success. Gratitude isn't just about saying thank you when something good happens. It's about maintaining a positive attitude even in the face of adversity and recognizing the value in every experience, whether it seems good or bad. Harvey's story shows us that gratitude is a powerful force that can fuel perseverance, attract opportunities, and ultimately lead to greater success. Throughout his life, Harvey has faced numerous challenges: financial struggles, professional setbacks, and personal hardships. Yet despite these obstacles, he has always maintained a sense of gratitude for the lessons he learned along the way. He often speaks about how his failures and struggles were some of the best things that ever happened to him, because they shaped him into the person he is today. Gratitude, in this sense, is not just about being thankful for the good times. It's about finding value in the tough times and using those experiences to fuel personal growth. Harvey's ability to be grateful for every part of his journey, including the struggles, allowed him to stay focused on his goals and keep moving forward, even when the road seemed difficult. Gratitude also has the power to shift our perspective. When we focus on what we don't have or what's going wrong, it's easy to fall into a negative mindset. But when we practice gratitude, we shift our focus to what we do have, what we've learned, and the opportunities that are available to us. Harvey's ability to focus on gratitude, even during his lowest points, allowed him to maintain a positive mindset and see opportunities where others might have seen only obstacles. Gratitude helps us see the bigger picture, reminding us that every setback is a stepping stone to success, and that every challenge is an opportunity to grow. One of the most powerful aspects of gratitude is that it attracts more of what we focus on. When we are grateful for the things we have, we send out positive energy into the world, and this energy often attracts more opportunities, relationships, and success. Harvey's story shows us that when we focus on gratitude, we open ourselves up to receiving more of what we want in life. Gratitude is a magnet for positivity. It not only helps us stay grounded and focused on our goals, but it also helps us build the kind of energy and mindset that attracts the right opportunities and people into our lives. Gratitude also helps us build resilience. When things aren't going well, it can be easy to feel defeated or hopeless. But when we practice gratitude, we remind ourselves that there is always something to be thankful for, even in the darkest moments. Harvey often speaks about how he learned to be grateful for the lessons that came from his struggles. This mindset helped him stay resilient, knowing that every difficulty was temporary and that there was always something valuable to take away from every experience. Gratitude, in this sense, acts as a buffer against negativity, helping us stay focused on the positive and resilient in the face of adversity. Moreover, gratitude fosters a sense of humility. Harvey's success didn't come easily, and he often reflects on how important it is to stay humble, no matter how far you've come. Gratitude reminds us that no success is achieved alone, and it helps us appreciate the people and experiences that have helped us along the way. Harvey has always expressed deep gratitude for the mentors, friends, and family who supported him during his journey. This humility born out of gratitude, has kept him grounded and focused on giving back to others, ensuring that his success is not just for his benefit, but for the benefit of those around him. Ultimately, gratitude is a mindset that shapes our entire experience of life. It helps us stay positive, resilient, and focused on what truly matters. Steve Harvey's journey shows us that no matter how difficult the road may seem, gratitude can help us stay on track, maintain our sense of purpose, and ultimately achieve the success we desire. When we practice gratitude, we open ourselves up to the abundance of life. And we begin to see that every experience, every setback, and every triumph is part of the journey that leads us to where we're meant to be. Belief in oneself is the cornerstone of any successful journey, and Steve Harvey's story is a powerful testament to the transformative power of self-confidence. In a world where doubt and fear often take center stage, Harvey's unwavering belief in his own potential has been the driving force behind his remarkable rise from humble beginnings to global success. His journey is a reminder that belief in yourself is not just a motivational phrase, it's a necessity. Without it, no amount of talent, hard work, or opportunity will lead to success. But with it, anything is possible. From the very beginning, Harvey faced numerous obstacles that could have easily crushed his spirit. He struggled with homelessness, financial instability, and the challenge of breaking into a highly competitive entertainment industry. Yet, through it all, he maintained an unshakable belief in himself and his abilities. Even when the world around him seemed to be telling him that he wasn't good enough, that his dreams were too big, or that he would never make it, Harvey refused to accept those limitations. He believed in his potential, and that belief became the foundation upon which he built his career. One of the key aspects of Harvey's self-belief is his refusal to accept the opinions of others as truth. Early in his career, many people doubted his ability to succeed in comedy and television. He was told that he wasn't funny enough, that he didn't have the right look, or that he wasn't the type of person who could make it in the industry. But instead of internalizing those negative messages, Harvey used them as fuel to prove everyone wrong. His belief in himself was stronger than the doubts of others, and it propelled him forward, even when the path seemed unclear. Belief in yourself is also about trusting your instincts and staying true to who you are, even when it's difficult. Harvey's success didn't come from trying to be someone else or following someone else's formula for success. It came from embracing his unique talents, voice, and perspective. He didn't try to conform to what others expected of him. Instead, he leaned into his authenticity and let that guide his journey. He said, "A ship must sink or be down." His belief in his own voice and his own value allowed him to carve out a space for himself in the entertainment world, and it continues to be a driving force behind his ongoing success. Belief in yourself is also about resilience, the ability to keep going even when the odds are stacked against you. Harvey's story is filled with moments when everything seemed to be falling apart. He faced rejection after rejection, experienced financial hardship, and even lost everything at one point. But his belief in himself kept him going. He knew that setbacks were not permanent and that success was not defined by the number of times you fall, but by the number of times you get back up. His resilience, fueled by his unwavering belief in his own potential, allowed him to overcome every obstacle that came his way. Perhaps one of the most important aspects of belief in oneself is the ability to see the bigger picture. Harvey's journey didn't unfold in a straight line, and there were many times when he didn't know exactly how things would turn out. But his belief in himself allowed him to stay focused on the long-term vision. He knew that success wasn't about instant gratification or overnight fame. It was about the bigger picture, about staying true to his purpose and trusting that his hard work and belief in himself would eventually pay off. Belief in yourself also requires a sense of self-worth. Harvey has always emphasized the importance of recognizing your own value and not waiting for others to validate you. Too often, people seek external validation to feel worthy or capable, but Harvey teaches us that true confidence comes from within. When you believe in your own worth, you don't need the approval of others to move forward. You understand that you are capable, worthy, and deserving of success regardless of external circumstance. Ultimately, belief in yourself is the key to unlocking your full potential. Steve Harvey's journey shows us that no matter where you start, no matter what challenges you face, belief in yourself is the foundation upon which everything else is built. When you believe in your own potential, you are unstoppable. Harvey's success wasn't a result of luck or external circumstances. It was the result of his unwavering belief in himself and his ability to overcome anything that stood in his way. His story teaches us that when you have belief in yourself, you have everything you need to achieve your dreams and create the life you've always wanted.